Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your April 2019, so I'm just fixing my hair. Okay, yeah, this is your April 2019 reading, guys. You've already got on the channel your week ahead. I've started doing week aheads now. I've been doing them for a while actually. The odd kind of stumble in between, but usually I do week aheads now as well as monthlies. I love doing the week aheads. It's just so interesting to see what energy is coming for the week for each of the signs. So, but this is your April 2019. I'm only going to be doing one monthly reading from now on, so I concentrate a lot on the week aheads, building those views up and that type of thing. And yeah, just one monthly now. Along with, so your monthly will be your general and your love reading, okay? It's going to be a general and love reading, okay? If you want to just see the love reading on this reading, it is time-stamped in the comment section. So just go there, comment section, I'll leave a comment and I'll time-stamp it. Just click on the time and it will take you straight through to the love reading, okay? If you want to see both, stick around for both, completely down to you, all right? If you'd like to order a private reading with me, there is the eye icon at the top. Click on that, you go straight through to my website and you can choose a reading, all right? So let's make a start and I'll tell you what I'm using for your reading, Pisces. We are using, just to see what the general energies are for the month in your general reading, the After Tarot. Love that deck. I use different decks because, just dropped some highlighter pens, doesn't it? I use different decks because I think that different decks tell a different story, so that's why I tend to try and use different decks. We are also using, to flesh out the story, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. You know I love me some Poppy Palin, she's amazing. And we're going to use the Bonfire Tarot also for your for any clarifiers we need for the general reading. For the love reading, we'll use this mainly for the love reading, and we'll use for the love reading any clarifiers through the Celtic Leyland. All right, there we go. So now you know. All right, let's sorry, when I laugh like that, my family says I sound like a witch. All right, let's make a start, Pisces. Universe, Spirit, and happy birthday, Pisces. Though I think you're coming out of the time of Pisces, aren't you? Obviously. Time of Aries next. I'll have to tell them happy birthday. All right, what's the energy that Pisces will be focusing on in April? What is the energy that's going to be around? What is the situation? What is the focus for Pisces? What's the focus for Pisces in April 2019? What will be the focus for Pisces, or the energy around Pisces in April 2019? Show me. Okay. Right, you've got a Seven of Cups energy showing here. And on this card, you can see that the snake, it's really weird because some of the cards are so easy to kind of talk about on the After Tarot. Because what happens with the After Tarot is it shows you one moment after the original picture is shot what happens. So on the original picture, i.e. the Rider Waite, what you see is a guy with his back turned and he's looking up at Seven of Cups. He's basically fantasizing and he's dreaming. He's in the home of illusion, is the Seven of Cups. This can be a card of deceit as well, deception. But not for me, this is like a lot of it is all about dreams and it's all about fantasy. This is a card about fantasy. But on this particular card, finally he goes off. He nabs off with the with the treasure. So he makes his choice. All right. And I feel that this month is a month in which you're going to need to focus on making choices. All right, because you can see here that he's made his choice. He's got the seven, he's you know, on the, and he's taken from two cups actually. He took the snake, he's got the snake, he's wearing it as a belt. He took it from that cup there, and then he took the jewels. Can you see he's got the jewels there from that cup there? So he decided to take, he made his choice. All right, so this is you know, this is why I like using the different decks because they just say a million and one different. And I love using the Before Tarot and the After Tarot as well. The After Tarot is great. I feel that really this is a month where you're going to have to make, because this is also a card about having options and having to make choices. And sometimes it can just be too many things to think about with the Seven of Cups. Sometimes you've got too many options, you've got too many choices, Pisces. And sometimes, you know, what you really in the reverse, this is often the card that, but I have to find with the After Tarot that they are like the reversed. They're like the reversals in the normal tarot. So we don't need reversals in this. This is really about making choices. And I feel that it's saying to you this month, you need to focus on making a choice. Okay, making a definitive choice this month, guys. Because in the past, Pisces, in terms of this situation, Pisces, The universe is saying that, you know, this was all about work. Eight of Coins. This could have been about a new job. It could have been about a project. It could have been about something that you were working towards or putting a lot of energy or focus in. This could have been about something that you were trying to master in terms of, because the eight's deal with mastery, and with the Eight of Coins, it's all about mastering a skill, for example. So in the past, it might be referring to work, something that you were trying to master. I think that some of you guys in the past, I think that you had very much a purpose and a desire with that Knight of Swords energy to master something. You've got the Knight of Swords, which is the purpose and the desire card within the tarot, and the Eight of Coins is all about achieving, you know, a skill. It's about mastering a skill. It's about learning, because Eight of Coins is all about learning something, mastering something. It takes dedication and effort with the Eight of Coins. So I do feel that in the past, Pisces, you guys were determined with that Knight of Swords energy. You were determined. You were absolutely 100% motivated. It was an intention of yours with that Knight of Swords energy to basically master a particular skill. All right. Going forward. Now, there's, let me just see. There's 3 cards that showed up here. They just came out. They just flipped out. And I think the universe is trying to tell me to take them. Usually I'd only do 3 cards per area, but it's saying that you were desiring mastering something. You desired to master something, to get some form of experience or to achieve something in terms of the Eight of Coins. There was a real determination for some of you Pisces, but it almost feels like you took a step back to review it. 3 cards came out together. I think it's telling me to take them. You took a step back with that Seven of Coins to review whether this was what you wanted, because look at what she's doing. She's selling this. Can you see? She sells this. This is all her stuff that she sells, Pisces, and somebody's offering her money, and she's saying, I don't know, is that going to be enough? Do I want to sell these for the amount of money that this person's asking me for? So you had this desire to achieve something, to master something within your life. For some of you guys, you might have been studying, for example, so you might have had a desire to kind of, you know, Eight of Coins is really getting to grips with something, learning how to do something to perfection. But you took a step back and you reviewed this thing for some of you Pisces people. And I think with the Six of Cups, it was something to do with family, with the Six of Cups energy that kind of changed things for you, with the Death energy showing there. All right, I feel there's something about the close relationships that you had, the family that you had, the love that you had within the family, the dedication, the close relationships that you had. I think that they kind of changed. I think for some of you guys, you were also very dedicated to maybe your studies with the Eight of Coins. Maybe it was achieving something in terms of educational, but I feel that you took a step back to review. For some of you guys, maybe you took a step back to review whether your close relationships with the Six of Cups would change if you actually kind of carried on pursuing this thing, Pisces. Right now, where is the thinking right now? So going into now and into April, the universe is saying that your thought process is probably going to be somewhere around the Three of Wands. So it is really exploring this territory again. It's going out there and making it happen, because that's the Three of Wands for you. The Three of Wands is all about exploring new territory, new terrain. It's all about networking, exploring, and, you know, casting your net further, and also broadening your horizons. So some of you guys are really going to be focusing on, if you're not doing it now, you should be focusing in the April months on broadening your horizons with the Three of Wands. And I think that you were broadening your horizons when you were determined to master something, or to learn something, or to do something, to craft something out for yourself, because the Eight of Coins is also about the craft. He's doing woodwork. So this is all about crafting something out. So some of you guys were determined to craft out a life for yourself, you know, to cut out a life for yourself. But I feel that life got in the way. You reviewed things and you wondered if maybe your close relationships, if you did this, would they become more distant for some of you guys? If you did this, you know, would you have problems raising your kids, whatever the case was? So some of you guys took a step back to do that, and some of you guys decided not to do it, and some of you guys were scared that things would change. But right now you have thought about, well, actually, I wouldn't mind kind of broadening my horizons with that Three of Wands energy showing there, okay? Because some of you guys feel trapped with the Eight of Swords energy. Some of you guys probably with that Eight of Swords, Pisces, feel slightly imprisoned with the Eight of Swords energy. You feel trapped by, oh my God, you've got the Seven of Cups reverse. There you go. But it's showing up as a reverse now. Isn't that funny? And you just have this one here. I feel that some of you guys have thought about, you know, right now and going into April, you'll think about broadening your horizons, because I feel that you feel trapped and you have to make a decision concerning this Seven of Cups in the reverse. Okay, or you feel unable with the Eight of Coins energy to make a decision. So some of you guys, I feel right now, You are saying, I do want to broaden my horizons, but I feel kind of a little bit kind of limited or blocked from making a decision in this area. I'm going to see why you feel limited or blocked in making a decision either way. Why does Pisces feel blocked or limited in terms of making a decision with that Seven of Cups in reverse in 1 to 2 cards? Because the moon. Okay, so I feel that there are some fears that some of you guys have here. I feel that emotionally you're in a bit of emotional turmoil for some of you guys with that moon energy showing here. But you know, the sun, it shows up as well. The moon and the sun, that's interesting. Okay, so the sun is highlighting something here. The sun is shining its light. Both cards cast light, but the moon is also about kind of those fears. And I feel with the sun, that there is kind of a fear or anxiety or something that's not very good, or something maybe that was hidden that is being brought to light through the sun energy. And I'm going to see what it is that's been hidden. And some of you guys might even be worried with the moon energy about your children, the sun. Sun can be children, and this is worries with the moon energy. And also what is done in the darkness with the moon energy needs to come to the light. So I don't know how that kind of that just came to me, that saying. But what is it that what is it that's being unmasked here? Because the sun tends to unmask it. But I'm seeing children here as well. I'm seeing some concerns about children. And that could be the case for some of you guys, Pisces, that you say, I feel kind of a little bit, I want to pursue my dreams with the Three of Wands, but I do feel kind of blocked and from doing that, from making that definitive decision. And it's because of the moon. I've got concerns about my children with the moon and the sun, or it's because I've got these, you know, there is a light that's being shone on some form of difficulty with the moon. And what is this moon? What is this difficulty with the moon? A Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is you, Pisces. It's about what you can give, because you're giving with the Knight of Cups, Pisces. It's about your desires and your dreams. So there is, I think that something is highlighted. I think doubts have been highlighted here, and the doubts are all about you, the Knight of Cups. Going out there and fulfilling your dreams is the Knight of Cups energy showing here. And what is this doubt that's being cast with the Knight of Cups, the Pisces card of the Knight of Cups? Money. Queen of Coins. So sustaining yourself and sustaining the family, for example, with the Queen of Coins energy. So that could be something to do with finances with the Queen of Coins energy. Okay, so for some of you guys having to turn your back on, you know, making solid money, or having to turn your back on your career, or having to turn your back on kind of looking after your children. The Queen of Coins is also a mother, and she's a nurturer. So there's all sorts of things that are getting to you about kind of pursuing this road going forward. You know, you want to do it, and you're being very determined, I think, Pisces, to kind of go for this dream. With this Knight of Swords energy, you've been very determined, very dogged, very motivated. Your intentions have been to master something, to learn something, to achieve something, to craft something out for yourself with that Eight of Coins. But I feel that you've taken a step back with the Seven of Coins energy to review maybe the children and how those relationships, how your close relationships or family relationships with the Six of Cups and the Death card will change. And I feel that right now, the thought process going forward between now and into April, Pisces, is all about, yeah, I want to explore this venture. Three of Wands energy shows here, but I'm kind of blocked and limited. You know, there's nothing I can do. My hands are tied with the Eight of Swords energy showing here in terms of making that final decision. And for some of you guys, Pisces, it will be because you've got some deep concerns with the moon energy about the children. For some of you guys, there is a really deep concern that's being brought into the light with the sun energy. And that is all about you, the Knight of Cups energy, going out there and pursuing this desire. And why is that? Because it requires, and it will mean that some of you guys might have to turn your back on money, earning, you know, a steady income for the household with the Queen of Coins. The Eight of Cups has got its back turned to the Queen of Coins. So it'll probably be to do with something like turning your back on your career, the money, the stable resources that you bring in. Or this will be, well, I don't have much time, you know, for the home, for example. I don't have much time. I don't have much time with the Eight of Cups energy turning its back on the Queen of Coins for the home, and I don't have much time for the family. And I think that this is really going to be a big concern to some of you guys, okay? Going forward then into April, we're just going to get 3 cards out on this, and then we're going to put down the video and we're going to do the reading again and show you the cards. Going forward into April, Pisces, the situation, let's get the proper cards out. Situation going forward into April, and how maybe, you know, the situation is kind of developing through the April month for some of you guys, firstly, is the Ace of Coins. So I see you guys starting to work. This is all about working and developing. when you get the Ace of Coins, what you're doing is you're investing, you're planting a seed. So I see seeds being planting here. I'm seeing that there is a small step that he's taken to developing whatever this thing is with the Ace of Coins energy, because he's a workman and he's starting to lay a foundation. So I'm seeing really, you know, the focus is probably going to be on laying that foundation. I know it's only small and it's just the beginning, but there is the beginning of the laying of a foundation here. Ace of Coins for some of you Pisces individual. And I feel with the Page of Swords energy, this is all about you guys reading up on this. You know, the Page of Swords is reading. He's about researching, all right? So this is you guys researching. How this plays out is some of you guys researching how you're going to kind of start laying the foundations in terms of this. So there's a lot of kind of research and information you guys need to find out going forward on how this is going to work. And when we look at the Ace of Coins, the laying the foundation, it will be all of these things. How much time is this going to take from me? How much time am I going to be able to dedicate towards my relationships, my family, my friends, if I do this thing? How's it all going to work? Because you guys are researching with the Page of Swords energy, okay? Also, the Page of Swords is small talk. So how it could develop as well in April is just about having these small conversations concerning how you're going to start building this new foundation or working on this new passion or this passion that you've had for a while. Okay, because some of you guys really want to craft something out for yourself, but it's not been easy because you've got other people to consider. And you've got the Three of Coins energy. So the Three of Coins energy is all about work. It's all about a team. Okay, so I'm feeling that there's going to be some small talk within a team. Now, the Three of Coins, the team can probably be your family more than anything. Okay. I do feel because the trajectory of the reading seems to me that you guys here have wanted to pursue something. You've wanted to craft something for yourself with this Knight of Swords and the Eight of Coins energy, but not being able to do it because you've taken a step back to say, should I do this? Because, you know, I've got family and people to consider. I feel that going forward into April, this is all about you guys discussing and having some, you know, some small conversations here. Page of Swords is a small conversation. You're having a conversation. You're doing your research on how you're going to start laying this foundation, okay, in terms of the Three of Coins. And this is all about working with others to make it happen. So I feel that this is all about teamwork, okay? So this is all about you guys kind of having a small conversation within the team about how you're going to, and you know, and you are a team with whoever this is, whoever the family are or the people around you are that have made you step back and think, can I do this thing? I think that it would seem to me, Pisces, that these people mean a great deal to you, which is why you show up as being the team, the working team, you know, the team that are working towards the greater good with the Three of Coins. It's not all about work. All right, even though we've got two working cards here, the Ace of Coins can be a job and you're working in a team. Three of Coins energy showing up here. The Ace of Coins is also about laying that foundation. And the Three of Coins is all about working in a team in order to start, you know, this new venture. So it might be that you're researching how you're going to work within a team concerning this new venture. And the working within the team, I think, it's not the work team, it's your family team. So the Three of Coins I look at as being the family. And how you're going to, with the Page of Swords, you're looking into, well, how am I going to start this foundation, building this foundation, and, you know, with, you know, and kind of working within the team where I'm working within the team, i.e. my family. How am I going to make both things work? And that's why the focus for the month needs to be on making some really important choices with the Seven of Cups energy. We're going to quickly put down the video camera onto the cards and I'll show you the layout. So this is the layout, guys, of the actual reading, all right? And, you know, the month requires you to, the focus for the month is all about making a choice, all right? Because you've got the Seven of Cups, which is going to be the focus of the month. All right, which is here. That's your focus for the month, all right? It's the Seven of Cups. So you can see on this Seven of Cups, he's made his choice. Remember, on the normal Seven of Cups energy, this person is window shopping. He's looking around at all of the cups and he's saying, which one should I take? I mean, you know, the jewels that he's taken are really what he wants, okay? So this is all about, for some of you guys, shit, I've got to make a choice here. I've got to decide quick. So he decides to take two. He says, yeah, right, I've made my choice. I'm going to take two. It's almost like going out and buying an outfit. I need to choose, you know, the outfit to buy. So you guys, the focus needs to be for the month on making that choice. Choosing, you need to make a choice on what you want to do. What is it that you want? What is it you want to take? What is it that you want to, you know, what is it you want to kind of start working on this month? It's just a really, I think, a metaphor metaphor for that being the focus for the month, because in the past, what we've got is, you know, this Eight of Coins. And the Eight of Coins is all about mastering a skill. But here it's all about crafting something out for yourself. That's how I describe the Eight of Coins. He's a craftsman. So he's working with wood and he's crafting something out. He's crafting out a shape. So this is all about crafting something out. And you guys have felt very driven with this Knight of Swords energy, Pisces, to craft, you know, I think that you've got family, some of you guys. And I think you've got people that you care about and people that you've given so much to too. But I feel that for some of you Pisces, it's all about saying, I do care about my family, but I really want to craft a life out for myself as well. I really, really, really want to craft out this life for myself. But, you know, you've taken a step back and you said, you know, and it might be somebody who's offered a job to you where you could go and do something here, you know. But you take a step back and you say, I don't know whether I should take this or whether I should do this or not. You know, I don't know whether I should sell, you know, what I've already kind of developed in my life right now, if I should trade it. Because this is a trade-off. So if we look at the word trade-off, Pisces, this is you guys saying, yeah, I've got a desire to craft a life out for myself here, but I don't know whether I should trade the life that I have now for the one that I want here, because I've got children. Or I've got people that mean a lot to me. Or I've got a job that I still love, you know, with the Six of Cups. This is all about the people that you love, whether it's in another job, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends. You don't know whether it's going to be worth trading off what you have now for something else, you know, because it's going to bring a massive transformation with a massive change with the death energy. So some of you guys are like, I don't know whether I should trade off what I have right now for something else, because it just means that there's going to be a huge transformation in my life, and I don't know, and also there's going to be a transformation in the dynamics, you know, the dynamics. Knight of Swords is dynamic, so there'll be a massive trade-off. Should I trade what I have right now, because there's going to be a massive change, the death energy in the dynamics I have with my family, the dynamics Knight of Swords I have with my family and my friends, the Six of Cups, sorry. So some of you guys are like, I don't know whether I can do this or not. But I think that going on from now and into April, some of you guys are more drawn towards exploring and expanding your horizons, because you're not able to do this. You've thought about everybody else and everything else for too long, but really with this, you guys being determined to craft out your own, you know, carve out your own life and your own destiny and your own path. With this Eight of Coins energy, you've become more with this Three of Wands, more kind of like, yeah, I really would like to explore this territory, but I feel that you've just got, you're hemmed in by other people, whether it's children, whether it's pets, whether it's, you know, another job. This restricts you from literally making that choice that you clearly, for some of you guys, want to make concern of, you know, carving out this new destiny, this new path. Going forward, though, into April, you know, the focus will be, and how this situation is going to kind of advance and transform into the April month, will be about you guys laying down. You're starting the work with the Eight of Coins. You're all about, but you're researching it with the Page of Swords, and you're also talking about starting this endeavour with the Eight of Coins energy within your team. And your team will either be your working team, or it will be your family team, or it will be, you know, people that are close to you, people that you consider to be in your team. You will be having, you know, a discussion with the Page of Swords, some small talk, especially if it's in a working environment as well, and you've been thinking, oh, I'd like to kind of develop something outside of the job that I'm doing, you know, but I don't know whether I can kind of trade off, you know, the work that I do right now, because it's going to change the dynamics of the relationships that I've got. People who rely on me, for example, within my job, can I go and do something else? Will this mean that they'll lose faith in me? Or if it's your family or your children, if I trade off what I'm doing right now, i.e. looking after the kids, whatever it is, this is going to create change in the dynamics that I have with my family, i.e. I've been able to spend a lot of time with my loved ones, with my little babies, with my children, and suddenly they don't see me because I'm off doing this, and this. But I feel that there's going to be some, even if it's in the work situation, you won't say too much because this is small talk. So some of you guys, it's going to be small talk. It's kind of, wow, what do you think about this? What do you think about me going and, you know, because I've always wanted to do this with the Ace of Coins. And there'll be a discussion there. Or for some of you guys, if it's family, there'll definitely be an opening up with the Page of Swords, because this is all about the truth and research. And some of you guys will be researching, you know, how you're going to start this new venture here, okay, whilst kind of being a part of the team at the same time with the Three of Coins. So things are looking up in this area for you, Pisces, but it's all about talking and being honest, especially when it comes to family, because I get the impression when I look at the reading, it makes me feel a little sad. There's so much that you want to do that you feel that you can't do. there's so much desire that you've got to craft something out for yourself, but you're always considering other people and how it's going to, you know, the change in the dynamics of the family, you know. There's all of that stuff, and it's just a shame because some of you guys really want to pursue something here. So it's good to keep talking about it, keep researching it, keep the dream alive. And I'm seeing you guys trying to keep that dream alive through research, but also through communication going into April too. It's a lovely, lovely reading, okay? So keep that dream alive, that, you know, it's not over until it's over, okay? So let's have a look. We're going to have a look at love reading, okay? And we're going to have a look at the general energy around your love life. So universe, what's the general energy around the love lives for Pisces in April 2019? Just show me what is going to be the focus of the month concerning their love life. Show me the first card. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups, and that's you. I feel that some of you guys will be focusing on following your heart, because the Knight of Cups is all about following your heart. And because you're Pisces and the Knight of Cups is you, this is your card, I'm reading this as you. So I feel that the focus for the month will be on following your heart, and that can be in anything. We're going to have a look at what the, you know, some of you guys, it might be that your focus is on extending your feelings to another person, expressing how you truly feel is the Knight of Cups energy as well. So let's have a look at the past of this situation. Universe Spirit, what happened around the past of this situation for Pisces? So focus, following your heart, expressing your feelings for some of you Pisces energy, because in the past of this situation, Pisces, Ten of Swords, I feel that some of you guys got hurt with the Ten of Swords energy, or some of you guys felt really disappointed or let down. Some of you guys might have even been betrayed with that Ten of Swords energy showing there. And I think what it's made you is very, very selective about love. I feel that it's made you, Pisces, not trust anyone or anything. You know, because you can read this a couple of ways. Some of you guys feeling really depressed about a love relationship. Maybe it was unrequited with the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is unrequited love, and this could be feeling really depressed about that. And some of you guys might have been betrayed, and you might have been really let down and hurt in a relationship, and it's made you really, really selective with the Four of Cups energy in terms of taking on new lovers, because you just don't trust with that Four of Cups energy. And you've got the Tower energy showing here. The Tower energy is a major shift, okay? But I feel that there's been a major shift with the Four of Cups, actually. So I feel that in the past, though you've been very hurt, a lot of you guys have been really hurt, really let down in terms of a lover with the Ten of Swords energy. I feel that this time of kind of being really selective around love, I feel that this is shifting. I feel that this is shifting with the Tower, because the Tower tells you that things will shift, they're going to move, and it's unexpected. So some of you guys, I feel that, yeah, you've been really hurt. Some of you guys have been stabbed in the back, betrayed. But I feel that in the past, there's been a major shift concerning how you were viewing relationships. Because some of you guys, because of this energy, you didn't want to know. You were kind of like, that's it, never again. I don't want anyone in my life. It doesn't matter who's offering me love. I don't want it, because it's just going to turn out like everything else. But I feel that there's been a major shift, mental shift, emotional shift concerning this energy showing here. And going into April, you know, the focus for you guys, mental focus, and what your thoughts may be on going on from now into April is on, you know, the Five of Coins. So if you look at this Five of Coins, this person sat outside. She put herself outside the door. So this is all about your mental focus is all about, this is not the Five of Coins where you're seeing two people together supporting each other. This is the person who is kind of sitting out. They're being left out in the cold. All right, so the focus is on isolation, or isolating yourself with the Five of Coins energy. Let's have a look at what shows with that. The Eight, but I feel that you've got this mental breakthrough. All right, so I feel the focus for you guys is that for some of you, you've been isolating yourself, okay? Or if this is someone here, I mean, this is where your thought process is, okay? So what you're thinking is that isolation, Ace of Swords, but I've got, you know, I know now, I'm very clear. There's a breakthrough here. There's a mental breakthrough concerning you isolating yourself. So some of you guys are very aware, because the Ace of Swords needs to be very aware concerning isolating yourself. And the isolation would have been with the Four of Cups, where you were saying, I don't want love anymore. I don't want love anymore because somebody hurt me in the past. I really don't want any more relationships. But we've got this epiphany moment that you guys have. And going into the now, where your mind is you're saying, I've had this epiphany that maybe if I isolate myself, well, it's the isolation and not wanting love here. That's where your epiphany moment and the mental clarity comes through from in the now with the Ace of Swords energy showing there, okay? The Hierophant energy, okay? So the Hierophant energy is all about learning something when you get the Hierophant showing up here. I feel that the focus for you guys right now is, you know, isolating, because this is about like isolating yourself from the truth, all right? I think that what the focus is that you've learned. You've learned something with this Hierophant energy. I think that what you've learned is that you've been kind of isolating yourself from the truth because you didn't want to know the truth. And the truth is that some of you guys, because you were hurt, you didn't want love. But there's been this breakthrough. You've got to, also the Tower energy is about breaking away from those things. So some of you guys, there's a realization happening here that though in the past you were hurt, I feel that there was, and you didn't want love, you didn't want anybody giving you anything. I feel with the Tower there was a realization here on this, okay? And this is why right now, going into the future, going into April 2019, your thought process will be, I didn't know this, or I was ignoring the truth, because this lady is isolating herself from the truth, okay? And now with the Hierophant being the learning card, I'm recognizing this. I've learned the lesson of this. Going forward into April then, the universe is really just trying to tell you, Pisces, going forward in terms of this situation, that, you know, this is, again, Eight of Swords is all about those mental blockages. So some of you guys are still very blocked mentally. Some of you guys are kind of, you know, with this Eight of Swords energy, feeling kind of, you're not opening up your mind with the Eight of Swords energy. There are still a lot of mental blockages, a lot of fears showing up here. And you've got two cards that came out with the World. So this might be with the World energy that this is at an end. But I feel that the mental blockages that you were in, I feel the prison that you were in, that was really in a way, even though, yes, it did involve someone doing something to you, I do feel, Pisces, that this is, the World is the transfer card. It's the transformation card. It's the ending of the cycle. So I feel that even though the Eight of Swords, the mental blockages have now come to their end of their cycle, there is still with the Five of Wands energy, you're still going to be facing some challenges here with the Five of Wands, I think it's saying. I'm going to see what those challenges are though. We'll use the Celtic Tarot. All right, so, you know, the focus of the month is following your desires with the Knight of Cups. That's where that's the energy for the month. It's all, and your desires are to remove yourself from the Four of Cups, Five of Coins, and the Eight of Swords. Those are your desires. You want to remove yourself from that energy because, you know, I use a system called knighting, like what I use in the Lenormand. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, so we do it in a knighting. So that Eight of Swords is connected with the Four of Cups. So your mental blockages are connected with you got basically just being really selective and not trusting anyone, because the Four of Cups also means I don't trust you. I don't trust when anybody comes up to me, or if anybody's interested in me, I don't trust them, because they're all going to be the same. So the mental blockages that you've got here, Pisces, are very much connected to how you are viewing partners and how you are viewing potential partners with that Four of Cups energy. All right, it's also connected to your belief systems with the Hierophant energy. So you know, this mental burdens that some of you guys have, or the mental blockages that you experience, are very much connected to your belief with the Hierophant that, you know, you can't trust anyone because you've been hurt, you know. So this hurt might have been connected to a Taurus individual or somebody who was grooming you. The Hierophant is also a groomer. So when you get Hierophants, if they show up as groomers, they're narcissists. They're people that meet you and they're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're this, that and the other. Oh, I'm doing this for you. Oh, you're wonderful. Oh, you're much better than the last girlfriend. Or you're much better than the last boyfriend. The Hierophants are groomers as well. Not a lot of people know that, but I knew it by doing a reading on someone the other day, and I saw that they were grooming people and it was the Hierophant. This is a groomer. You were let down and hurt by a groomer, all right? Somebody who gave you the world. Somebody who offered you the world, okay? And they let you down. And therefore, now you've got this mental kind of blockage here that is connected to your belief system that you can't trust anyone anymore. That's the problem. You don't trust anyone anymore, all right? But, you know, this Five of Coins and where we're seeing that you've been isolating yourself from the truth, this isolation is connected to the Tower. You've been isolating yourself from breaking free. You won't allow yourself to break through. But the month of April 2019, Pisces, is saying you can this month. You can do it. All right, but you're still with this Five of Wands facing challenges, and I'm going to see why. Why is Pisces? They've done such a lot of work, and the month of April seems to be showing some form of a breakthrough here. But why are they facing the challenges? Where are these challenges coming from with the Five of Wands in 1 to 2 cards? It's in love. So the stars. Star is about your hopes, it's your dreams, and it's your desires, but it's also something that is spreading. So this is about a popular man. You've got a man showing here in the stars. This is somebody who's really popular. You've got a challenge coming. You guys are overcoming this, but I wouldn't be surprised if you've got somebody else coming in, because there will be a challenge that is presented to some of you guys. All right, there is, and so the focus for the month could indeed be just simply new love, a new lover. Doesn't it? I think that you guys, the focus is on you guys following your heart's desires. Your heart desires is really to rid yourself off all of the kind of negative energy that you've been feeling since you were hurt by some form of narcissistic groomer. But I feel at the same time, the focus for the month is new love coming in. A new lover, Knight of Cups. And this will be the challenge that you're facing here, even though you're overcoming this energy here. The end card is saying that you're still facing a challenge, and this is when a really good looking guy comes in. The stars and the man is a really good looking, really quite recognizable, somebody who's possibly in the public eye, or somebody who's really kind of, you know, he's like a pop star with the star and the male showing here. So this is somebody who's really, really, really good looking, or they're really recognizable, or a lot of people like them, or they're quite dynamic with that star energy. They're really dynamic, they're really popular. This is a dynamic, popular guy coming in. Male or female, you know. Okay. For some of you guys, if you're a male, this might be just remaining positive, because it's the male card here, and the stars is all about being positive. You know, and it's in the back of your head, so thinking positively. If you're a male, it's all about you thinking positively. If you're a female, it might be that you've got a really dynamic male coming in, and this might further test you going forward, because what are you going to do? Are you going to crumble, or are you going to let this person in? Which one is it going to be? Because some of you, the universe is saying that for the month, in terms of love, Pisces, what's happening here is that because you've been hurt by someone came in and they offered you the world, and they said, wow, you're amazing this, you're amazeballs. That's what Hierophants do when they're grooming people, because they groom as well. They don't just teach, they groom you, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you, they're trying to brainwash you and get you to think about things in the way that they think about things. That's the problem with the Hierophant. Okay, so you've been hurt by a groomer, somebody who offered you the world. But, you know, this time, right now, your focus is going to be on kind of breaking away as well. Ace of Swords and the Five of Coins. Breaking away is the Ace of Swords, from isolating yourself. It's also isolating yourself from the truth, but you're learning this. You're learning with the Hierophant energy that you've broken, that you have isolated yourself. You've not wanted to see the truth. Okay? You've not wanted to see the truth. And that truth is, with the Ace of Swords energy, you need to break away. It's time to break away from the old ways of thinking with the Eight of Swords. Just because somebody grooms you and hurts you, it doesn't mean everybody else is going to do it. Okay? And the test will come in for some of you people, especially if you're female and heterosexual, when a really good-looking, dynamic, popular male comes in April, perhaps going into May for some of you guys, or if you're attracted to someone like that, it's really going to test you. What are you going to do? Very, very, very interesting reading. All right, that is your reading, Pisces, love and general for April. And if you'd like to order a personal reading with me, just go through to the top, click on the eye, and you'll be able to see my click on the eye, and you go straight through to my website, and you'll be able to order a reading from there. All right, love you loads, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.